So in this video, what we're going to do is take that existing negative sprite that we put in here, and we're going to have it initially on the reset visible to false. So we're going to have it turned off. And we're going to write a conditional statement. And we're basically going to say if, I think I can grab from here. Yep, I'm going to duplicate here. We could do it by energy or points, so I'm just going to go to points. If points is greater than or equal to, let's say, 5, I'm going to set my image sprite visible to true. So when the sprite is touched, we can drop it in right there. If it's greater than or equal to 5, we're going to set our image sprite is equal to true. And then we could also do add an else into this and say, you know what, if it is not duplicate, we can equal this to false. So now I can come over to my emulator and wait for this to load. And now that my emulator is loaded, you can see that my smiley face isn't on screen. But if I click on it and get my score to 5, it now appears. And if I click on my guy, I get those negative points.
View last.
And I get below. Now this is just a way that you can add difficulty or layers into your gaming. So you could bring in multiple sprites and have them appear or disappear, both positive and negative, based on the point value or the global energy. And just remember that you would have to write, separate of these functions for each of them, which is easy to do by duplicating it as well. And remembering on your reset to have whatever you want to have happen is true. You could also use this to create, like I said, levels in your games or stages and increase the difficulty or playability of your game as well. The other thing that we can do to give feedback to our user, every time the image sprite is touched, we could also play a sound. You can see we had a sound in here as well. And we set it to a bleeping noise. So every time we click on that, you could have a positive and a negative sound. You could have a sound playing on initialization. Another thing that you might want to think about doing is having another button that takes you to an instruction screen. All different things that you can think about as you build your app into something that's more playable and usable.